Globally, there are an estimated 18.2 million software developers. This is a good and a bad thing for an employer, as a bigger hiring pool means more candidates to choose from. But it also means that it's harder to find the most qualified candidates. Finding the right engineer will ultimately come down to the interview process. Keep watching to learn a few essential questions you need to ask your candidates. Previous projects. Explain one of your previous projects to me. How did you complete it? This question will allow your candidate to talk about his past work without getting mired in the minutia. From their answer, you'll be able to determine what his experience in programming has been like. You'll be able to get a sense of how well he works in teams and manages his time. Communication and reflection. What kinds of obstacles did you run into with your project? How did you solve them? This question will give your candidate the opportunity to be self-reflexive about their past work. Do they manage themselves? Do they communicate effectively with coworkers? If they say they didn't encounter very many problems, they're likely not being very forthright. Leadership experience. Do you have any leadership experience in project management? Even if you're not hiring for a leadership position, you'll want to know if your candidate has any experience as a leader. Ideally, you'd want your new hires to be overqualified for their position. Organization style. Software engineers all have their preferred method for keeping track of coding tasks for a large project. Some coders like physical to-do lists on whiteboards, others like virtual bulletin boards. Some even prefer more in-depth organizational programs like Asana. Your ideal candidate should have a system that closely matches your current setup. Troubled projects. Tell me about a project that didn't work for you. What do you think went wrong? This answer will tell you if your candidate has the ability to be self-reflective. A good coder is one that makes a ton of mistakes, learns from them, and then retains that information. Failed projects aren't bad, but engineers need to be able to recognize and learn from mistakes. Skill set. Would you mind taking a skills test for us? When it comes to hiring software engineers, you always want to give them a skills test before hiring them. Of course, if you don't know anything about coding, you won't be able to run a test yourself, so you might have to ask your current team for help. These software engineer interview questions are a great foundation for your hiring process. Still feeling iffy about the process? Let us help you design, administer, and assess your coding test. Get in touch today to learn more. And if you liked this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.